Ridley Scott's always been a great director of women's stories, and he proves that again in The Last Duel, a true story about the last judicial duel in France. I would describe it as a legal thriller about rape, but the setting is medieval France, the year 1386 or thereabouts, and the film concludes with a trial by combat. The film is based on the true story of the Lady Marguerite de Carrouges, who accused an acquaintance of rape, during a time when women had no legal standing, and rape was viewed as a property crime against the victim's male guardian. One scene in this film takes place in a judicial court of law, with the King of France presiding. The victim is cross-examined by barristers who ask questions that sound suspiciously similar to those in contemporary rape trials, where the accuser's sex life is probed, as it were, with a speculum. The screenplay is written by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, who also star in the film. Matt Damon plays the aggrieved husband, Jean de Carrouges, a knight with a talent for killing, who strongly believes in the concept of trial by combat. He describes it as an appeal to God when the courts of law are against you. And his version of the story is told as a tale of his nobility and valor against the oppressive and incessant tax collecting of the local nobleman, Pierre d'Alençon, played by Ben Affleck. Pierre sets in motion a rivalry between Jean and Jacques Legris, a squire played by Adam Driver, who is given land and a captaincy that, by right, should have gone to Jean. It's clear from this film that Jacques Legris did commit the rape as an act of aggression. He hated Jean and didn't think Jean should have a wife who was educated and spoke many languages. Maybe he thought an affair with Jean's wife would get under his rival's skin, and he claims consent. But there was no consent. He even admits there was no affair. He attacked the victim. We watch it happen twice on screen. Legris' version is less violent, but still portrayed as forcible rape. Legris seeks help from the church, which comes off very poorly here. The priest realizes right away what he's dealing with, but he does the wrong thing with it. He advises Legris to be tried in the church courts because clergy make up a disproportionate number of those accused of rape. Can't argue with that reasoning. It would be difficult to use too many superlatives to describe Matt Damon's nuanced performance as Jean de Carrouges. Jean does all the right things. He's a skilled warrior who serves the king and Pierre with loyalty. He supports his wife in the judicial process, including the duel. He should be considered the epitome of virtue, but he seeks a duel to the death, which places his wife at risk. If he loses, he dies, but so does she. She'll be declared a false witness and will be stripped, shorn, fitted with an iron collar, lashed, and burned alive. The priest says it could take 20 or 30 minutes for her to die, which indicates they've done this type of thing before. Jean didn't tell his wife any of that before seeking a duel. His justification is God won't let any of that happen to an innocent victim, even though God wouldn't be the one inflicting the torture. And ultimately, Jean's motivation for seeking a duel is revealed in a statement by his beloved mother, who questions the concepts of right and wrong. Right, she says? There's no right. There's only the power of men. And his mother reveals later that she had been raped as a young woman. Adam Driver is impressive in conveying the psychology of Legris, the rapist, and the writing here is superb. Legris declares, "He denied the crime publicly. That should be enough." So Legris seems to view truth as only what can be proven, and conveniently his friend Pierre is the local magistrate who gets to declare what the truth is. It's the psychology of power. Jodie Comer gives a great performance in conveying a different kind of power as the Lady Marguerite. She comes from money and seems to be privileged. She brings a dowry to the marriage, but the choice land is condemned by Pierre in payment of her father's back taxes and given to Legris. So immediately we see her lack of power in a society in which women had no legal standing. A dowry was supposed to strengthen a woman's position in the marriage and secure her finances if the husband predeceases her, but it's been mismanaged by her father, and during the marriage, Jean's mismanagement of the estate puts them at risk. The notion of her physical safety turns out to be an illusion as well. The crime committed against her is meant to reinforce her powerlessness among men, but she won't stand down. The film presents her version of the events as the truth. Ben Affleck is so entertaining as the powerful lord who encourages Legris and supports him in his degeneracy. He has a British accent here, and they changed up his appearance a bit. He's a portrait of the psychology of power as well, but done with a comedic touch. He knows how to handle power, is the implication, while Legris is out of his depth. And the film concludes with I won't call it the mother of all battles. Ridley Scott did that with his film Kingdom of Heaven, but this one-on-one battle to conclude the film is crazy entertaining. The battle is portrayed with brutal realism. There's no grand symphony playing in the background, and the reactions of the crowd watching the duel are priceless. When the winner is determined and the king declares, "With the outcome of this battle, God has spoken," the crowd in the film is like, "God has spoken." And as a member of the audience, I'm left with the image of the loser's body strung up for public viewing, which is shown as the end result of a judicial process in this film, The Last Duel. Streaming on Hulu. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe.